back with PND. This has been a fucking hectic episode. Yeah.
So far.
Yeah.
But we got new setup.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's why it's taking I don't know what camera I'm looking at. I'm looking at that one. No, actually, fuck you. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, motherfucker. Anyways, so we have a whole new design thanks to yours truly. Yeah. And also Poe. Yeah, Victor. Yeah. Like, say hi, Victor. You didn't even say hello.
Hello.
It's still schoolgirl. Okay. Nice.
But we finally got the setup going. We're
Yeah.
waiting for a loft chair still. So there's
Yeah.
more additions. So we're going to do some switching up on decorations, upgrading, changing with the seasons. We're so excited.
And the studio and clients because, luckily they're coming in. They're coming
Yeah,
in.
baby.
Yeah.
I'm
And
happy
today
for you
I
guys.
came in with the energy because last time I was just soft spoken. But it was
He
more.
was literally falling asleep, and I just didn't want to call him out on the episode because I was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be so bad if I say that." I should have.
No, you should have. You should. I should have just fell asleep as Batman. Just like, I'm taking a bat nap right now. Just like.
Not ready
quick
to
one.
save the world. It's okay. Joker
You're
got
not
you.
the night.
Yeah. And so did the Riddler. Yeah,
Yep.
over there.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
Well, we're back.
We're
what-
here for life updates. Just because it's a quick episode, Poe's got to go. She never gives us enough time. She's like, we got to do
so
this.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, my life is like that. Like, I'm literally running on a schedule. It's crazy. It's like going from the summer, working pretty much every day, to now switching the seasons and only really working at the bar 3 times a week. I still have filled like calendar for some reason. I always have to, because I guess I'm playing catch up game after my parents left, and I've had some traveling to do, and there might be some changes coming my way. I don't
This
know.
is first world problems if I've
Yeah.
ever heard it.
Yeah.
Just like, there's some traveling I got to do. Like, oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's always something I have to do, I just got a new car, so that's very
Congrats.
nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
What's the license plate so people can spot you?
no, I do not need that. Seriously, I had some creepy fucks doing that anyways, back when I had my Honda, so we're
Oh,
not
shit.
showing that. But, life updates. I just came back from cruise. This was my first cruise ever, and I loved it. I was freaked out at the beginning because we were going through a storm, so the boat got
Ooh.
rocky, and I was inside of the casino, and there's no windows or anything, so I didn't see the water. I feel like if I saw the water, I would have been fine, but the fact that it literally felt like an earthquake, although I never experienced an earthquake. Actually, one time last year.
Well,
Have you guys
this year.
experienced that?
Yeah,
Was
I
it this year or last year?
It was this year and a couple of years
I
back
was like,
ago.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But anyway, so then I just asked my friends that I was with to go upstairs just to get like a fresh air and just see the ocean, so I know I'm okay. It was just like a
So
mental.
you got the fresh air.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah, but it was honestly mesmerizing. Just like waking up and sitting at my balcony and just watching the calmness of the ocean, and like no birds, just you,
Yeah.
the ocean, the sky, the sun, and like nothing else. It was honestly very therapeutic, and I
Much
didn't know
needed.
that the ocean can get that blue, honestly. Like, you're in the middle of the ocean, and all you see is like this deep ass blue, like scary to the point where you're like, I'm a water person, but I don't think I would get in there.
No, you can't.
No, but I'm saying, like, if the boat stopped and like all of a sudden people were like, oh, whoever wants to jump off board and just like go
Don't.
for a swim.
No, don't, because you realize that water is like cold as shit.
I mean,
Like,
whatever with the coldness.
No,
I'm-
listen. I explained
I don't
this.
really
I
care
explained
with the
this to Victor
coldness.
because I looked this up, and it's like
You
the
did.
chances of you surviving falling off the water, like a cruise line, is almost slim to none.
Really?
Because the water is so cold that your body will go into shock, so you can't swim.
Oh, you're freed up.
and then on top of that, if that doesn't kill you, then the rotors that are spinning
Oh,
this
yeah,
boat are going to chop you up.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then if that's not going to kill you, yeah, there's sharks that follow cruise lines because of all the
Because of
food they
that.
drop. So,
The food
Mm.
and the
and then you're
vibration,
in,
like
yeah.
from like the boat, yeah.
And then on top of that, you're in the middle of the fucking ocean, okay?
Well, no, I was just saying, like, if, oh my gosh, it's like, again, metaphorical, where like, oh, all of a sudden the cruise ship stops and the motors stop
Yeah.
and everything stops, and you're just
Everyone safely got on a lifeboat and
Yeah,
then
everyone
jumped
is-
off the lifeboat to swim.
like, I would be jumping off the cruise ship.
Well, I'm just saying, jump off the lifeboat. Why are you jumping off the lifeboat?
I'm
Well,
saying
it's
there's
for
small
fun,
liners in the
D.
Mediterranean will stop at islands in the Mediterranean to
Oh,
let
okay.
people swim. at different spots,
Yeah.
by like in coves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously in safe places.
Yes.
So she's saying do that, but in the middle of the ocean, which is
Crazy.
not a good idea at all.
No, it is not. Yeah.
But anyway, I was just like mesmerized with the ocean. It was
Beautiful,
honestly
I'm sure.
super therapeutic, and I needed it. And we didn't have much service, as you can tell. I couldn't communicate with you much, but and it was great to
It
disconnect.
was awesome. I loved it every
Yeah.
second.
Great. You missed me. I know that.
I love how you're so positive about that. It's just like you do miss me. And I'm
I
like,
just
yeah,
know
I do.
it.
I
You don't have
do.
to say it. But
I do miss you though. Yes.
perfect.
Yes,
I missed
yes.
you guys too.
Yeah.
That's why we're back. But
Yeah.
yeah, long story short, definitely worth it. Go on a cruise. I had a great time. I met amazing people.
Did you get them signed up for the podcast?
What's that?
Did you get them to the podcast?
Yep, I did show our
Yeah.
podcast to a few, but like
Yeah.
I said, the service was pretty poor. But regardless, I mean, I've
This is why you
gained-
download episodes so you have it there. Watch it.
Watch it now.
Now you gotta
Yeah.
watch our episodes.
Yeah, archive little.
No, but I've gained some followers from that
Nice.
cruise, and they already asked me about the podcast and stuff. So
Nice. Anybody
Uh,
interesting that we might interview?
yeah, I mean, everybody was interested in their own way, but I connected the most with this newlywed couple. They were 24. She was 24 and 26.
Okay.
So
Wait,
cute.
24 and 26?
Yeah, but they're from
Nice.
Tennessee, and they're just
Aw.
like so awesome. The guy had his own like
Wait, is
welding
he
company.
younger or older?
He's young. He's older. She's
Okay.
younger, 24.
Okay.
She's a hairdresser,
Mhm.
and she runs her own businesses. So she's just like very like driven couple, and
Aw.
I love that for them. And it was awesome. So I
Isn't-
gambled a
isn't-
little.
Isn't it nice to see that it does work?
It does work.
Yeah.
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 You just have to believe it. Believe it, and then you will see. I guess.
I mean, I think you gotta do more than just believe, but okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, if your thoughts are like, oh, every guy sucks and every chick sucks and I'm never gonna get married, you're never gonna get married.
Mm.
I'm a big believer on whatever you think becomes your reality. So I have to check myself lately because
Mm-hmm.
them thoughts are crazy. So
Oh, yeah. I've
yeah.
been reading influence.
I saw
with-
that.
Other one,
You've
friends,
been
and
reading,
influence
like-
people.
Yeah, yeah. Which
Very
I
happy
got
for
back
you.
into that. I got back to journaling, which is
Good.
a beautiful thing
Do you
because
do it every day?
I do it when I feel it's needed, like which I hope is daily.
Right.
But I don't want to force myself to write something that I just feel like is just pure nonsense or just me babbling on about. Yeah, I went to grocery shopping,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got like a pineapple and then stuck it up my butt. like, like it does. I want to
Yeah.
just make sure when I'm journaling, like, because I always sense it's just like somebody might read this in the future, and then like when they're reading it,
So there are
I'm-
journals
yeah.
that you can burn after you finish.
Really, I've never
Yeah.
done that.
I don't
Have you-
remember the name of it, but you pretty much have like it's like a guided journal. So
Mm.
you every day you open it and you answer certain questions, and then you can add some thoughts and happenings of that particular day. But then once you complete it, you burn it.
I can understand why some people would want to do that. I
Yeah.
mean, Diddy should have done that, but like,
For real.
yeah, taping himself freak offs. Let's talk a little bit about that because I'm sure everybody's talked about it.
I mean,
Somewhere.
I tried
Yeah.
to be honest. I tried to stay away from that shit because it's
Really?
like it's like brain fogging, and it's like it's not.
Come
my
on,
life, I
it's
don't give a
not
fuck.
hilarious that
I
this
mean-
dude's had 1,000 baby bottles of oil.
Wait, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's
Yeah.
hilarious. Like, I mean, it's.
Wait, I've
it's
heard that there
nuts.
was like a potential drug in that baby oil. Is that what?
No, the drug that they're using is like pink cocaine or something like that. It's
Okay.
called. It's like a lot of gay people use it, and it keeps them up the entire night. It keeps them hard. You okay there, buddy?
Hmm?
You need to do something.
No, I was just putting my foot down.
Oh,
Trying to
okay.
find a way to put
Yeah.
my foot down.
Yeah, I was just like he's sneaking it through for some reason. All right.
He's
no,
got
you're
long
good, you're good,
legs.
man.
Let
I'm
him
good, I'm
live.
good. I was just like
Yeah.
trying to
Oh.
find a spot for my foot.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. But yeah, like he has this weird drug concoction that you would take, and then apparently he would also put in a lot of the bottles like that people were drinking. He would put some type of drug inside of each one of them. Ashton Kutcher
psycho.
apparently was like a lot involved, and now he's out of the country. He started to go live outside the United States with Mila Kunis because they were like, yeah, it's looking bad right now. As soon as Diddy
I love
says
Mila
something,
Kunis, by the way.
I
She's
do
so
too.
hot.
But
Mhm.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's it's terrible, like, that this is happening right now, but it's good in the sense of like a lot of people
For
are
other
being
people.
outed and
Yeah.
like people are facing justice,
Good. We
but
need that.
yeah, well, you don't know, like he's like the Black Epstein at this point, to the way.
Seriously.
Yeah, like have you heard of all the things that he's done? Like the stories.
I mean, I've heard some, but like I said, I try to stay away from like
Mm.
celebrity life. I mean, it has been a topic, but like I really don't like to get invested in stuff like that. For one, for two, I don't have time for this shit. But like, I just hope that Justice is gonna
Justin Justice.
Justin
Yeah.
Justice is gonna happen, and he's gonna
Yeah. Well,
get
that was
penalized for what he's done.
yeah, that was the other thing of Justin Bieber, getting
What?
by Diddy.
Oh shit! I did not hear that. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm so like excluded
There's
from
a
the
lot.
outside world because
Yeah.
I just don't want to fucking deal with
Yeah.
it.
And apparently the Kim Kardashians are really tied into the whole thing right now.
I'm not shocked.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's important because the whole system of Hollywood, the whole celebrity world right now is being shook up. And it's so important in that sense of like all the sex crimes, like trafficking and everything
Yeah.
like that. Like right now, there's like a lot of it that's going on about Zac Efron too being a yachting. I'm not sure if you know the
Mm-mm.
term. It's for trafficking, where it's actually about they pay these A minus B plus celebrities, and basically they take them on the yacht, pay them a lot of money, and then they just do stuff. Yeah.
What is wrong with people?
But
Holy
that's what I'm
shit,
saying. It's like
man.
you gotta know about this stuff because it's just like it's important that this happens all around us.
Yeah.
And then like people
Makes
are
you
like,
aware.
yeah, and like people wonder like, how can we allow this to happen? If you go to like apparently one of the most common places that sex trafficking is happening in is sports stadiums, like major league sports and stuff like that. That happens underneath all the play-by-plays and everything like that. So for people like you don't know that like some young girl or some young boy is being taken, and then you don't know the signs and details of like what like how are you gonna spot it?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna think, oh, that was weird, but whatever. And it's just like, well, that's why you just gotta be up and up about like reading this kind of stuff and like what is it linked to, because yeah, it's important. It's how
Yeah.
we prevent things like this
Yeah.
from continuing happening,
Yeah.
But
Makes you aware of your surrounding
Yeah.
for sure.
but it's crazy because I heard also a Mick Mill and Diddy like audio tape leaked. I don't know if it's real or not, but it's just them going buck wild, just like yeah, like yeah. I was like, wow, this I never thought this happened, but then this is
I'm
yeah.
sorry, he's a fucking sex addict. Or
Well, yeah, but like like that it was a question of mine. I don't know. Like Diddy's crazy, so I'm just thinking like, who is fucking Diddy? Like,
Yeah.
on top of it, like who's crazy enough to like
fuck with him,
yeah, like because he was calling Meek Mill daddy and stuff like that. So I can't imagine the situation where you're behind Diddy and he's like, bring it in, daddy. I'm like, oh fuck, man, like
No,
like
thanks.
yeah, it's
Jesus.
wild and kind of sad, because I always wanted to go to a Diddy party. I would as
Yeah,
younger,
they looked
like,
lit. Yeah.
yeah, like everybody wanted to be there. Like you wanted to be at a white party,
Yeah.
and now you
You
thank
don't.
God, yeah, you
Now
pray.
you don't.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't there. Yeah,
Fuck that.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's
like,
scary. I did get roofied once, so this just makes
Mm.
me like cringe because it's people really do that shit.
Yeah.
Even now,
absolutely.
it's small places, big places, doesn't matter. You really have to be cautious. Every time I get a drink, I cover it with my hand like that. They're those little like
I do that, but for
condoms.
like bird shit. It's weird. It's like I just fear, like out of the entire world, a bird just shits and just instantly hits my drink right there.
Have you ever been hit by a bird?
No,
I have.
no.
way?
Yeah, it's so funny.
I
My
have too.
my
It's
mom
warm
has.
and gross.
Yeah, but I have gotten like a bug like flew into my mouth. Like I've seen Taylor Swift at a concert. It happened to her.
happened to
Yeah,
Oh,
like
guy-
she's singing. It's like
She probably choked.
oh, yeah. It's like,
Oh God! I got hit when I was riding a bike once. Landed on my hand
oh,
while
Ew.
moving on a bike.
oh. Well, I mean, like, I'm like, have you ever gotten it splat like on you? Like,
Top of my head in
Oh.
New York City.
oh,
Oh,
do you talk about
fuck
bird shit?
that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about like literally a bug just
Oh, no,
No,
I
but
was
you
talking
did
about
say
what you
bird
said
shit
before. You
before.
were talking about bird shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just
You made a hard left to bugs. Just 2 seconds
well,
in that combo.
and I thought then we just went to bugs after that. So bugs life.
We're still
Yeah.
catching up.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair
The
enough.
bird
Yeah.
shit and the bug, yeah, they freak me out.
Oh, do they?
Uh,
Yeah. Well, they say it's good luck.
It is apparently. But what's new with you?
Oh, I do have to go to the dentist. I'll say that.
Why?
Like,
What's wrong?
I gotta
Oh,
get a
just a
tooth pulled.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I'm down to like, you get like 32 teeth,
Something
right?
like that.
Right. So 28. Yeah.
Yeah. Really?
I'm getting. Well, I'm. There's 2 gone right now, and then I gotta get 2 more pulled out.
Are they part of like the wisdom teeth or?
Well, one of them ended up being basically a root canal, which then for some reason the insurance, like they paid for the root canal, but they didn't want to pay for the cap, which will
Right.
protect it. So I was going through the year, and then I was like, oh, well, I won't go. And then when I went there to check it out, they were like, no, you gotta get it pulled out. And I was like, yeah. I mean, now it's
You have such nice teeth.
yeah, in the front, yeah. In the back, I'm like, oh,
They're
like yeah.
fucked
So
up.
I gotta get that out, which it's terrible for me and terrible for.
Makes you feel like it would make me feel like I'm old. I'm like, fuck.
Well, I'm old, but it's
You're
okay.
not old.
Yeah. I'm getting older, so I'm good. But more so, I feel shame for it because my mom worked so hard to keep my teeth like
So funny because
yeah.
my mom did too for me. Like her teeth
Yeah.
are very weak because no one really paid attention when
Yeah.
she was, and like she lost her mom when she was very young,
Mm.
and the dad didn't really care.
Oh.
So she made sure that my teeth are on point, like from the beginning. I never wore braces or anything, but she always made sure that it's, I brush my teeth, and
Yeah.
I get compliments all the time, like, "How's your teeth so white?" I'm like, I don't know, maybe just because
Well, I think a lot of it
upkeep
is
them.
yeah. Well, outside of that is genes. Like
No,
they
but see, like my parents have weak ass teeth. Like they don't have good bone structure. So I don't really know. Maybe
well, it
my
could have
grandpa.
skipped. Yeah, it could have
Yeah.
skipped a generation. But I mean, it could also like yes, taking care of them is absolutely essential. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that, but genes do have a part in it. Where like I met a dude that he ate sugar, candy, all that shit, nonstop,
Nothing but.
no cavities, nothing,
Wow.
no root
I
canals.
mean, I've had
Yeah,
cavities and when I was little.
yeah. But that's
But-
what I'm saying. Like I had what's it called? Like I think like a normal amount. I didn't overeat like candy, and then I just had fucking cavities. And it was like, it's just part of part of you. And I don't want to blame it like I didn't take care of my teeth. I did, but now I just wish I could take care of them even more. If
Right.
especially getting to older age, like you only get one set of choppers, and that's it. Like
That's it, right?
like
You
yeah,
have to
like
get one,
like
yeah.
after your baby teeth, that's it. Like
Yeah.
and it's
I still have baby tooth.
do you?
Mhm.
What?
It's genetics. Yeah, I have one here.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah,
Do
and I
you
hate it so much.
can
You can
Yeah.
so I can handle it, right?
Yeah.
Like I can get it fixed
get
because
that
I do have
sexy
a
open tooth? Oh yeah.
hate that. So I have an actual like the what is it, like the grown up tooth, what is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
called? I don't know, whatever. In my gums, but it's not growing down, it's kind of growing
To the
side.
side. Okay.
So it's pushing this one out.
Okay.
That's why it's like this one is the only tooth that I have crooked.
So you gotta get surgery to.
No, it's not really like a full on surgery. They just pull the baby tooth out and they give me like a side brace, like just like couple
Oh, so.
to open it up more so the big tooth can come down.
Oh.
So it's like guiding that
Yeah.
tooth in my gums to go down, because some people have baby tooth but they also don't have an adult tooth in their gums, so then like they wouldn't want to get rid of that baby tooth because it's like you're gonna have to get an implant,
Yeah.
which costs a lot of money,
You
obviously.
got
But
baby teeth.
my dad has couple,
Oh,
so
really?
that's why I have that one. Yeah, I literally hate it so bad.
It was something I mentioned this to Victor. I was like, that's probably why she likes shooting
Mhm.
on that side.
Mhm.
Yeah. But you're beautiful.
But no one really notices
Of
it.
course
Never knew
not.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like I'm just we have those little things that we're
Ugh.
self-conscious about. I'm not that crazy about it.
I
because
just
would've
fear
fixed it.
like if that's a dead tooth, which it is. I feel
Oh.
like like in the smell of it, like I always fear that, like the stench of just like
I
know,
don't think it would last a long time though,
Mm.
because like they sew it, not sew it. What is it called?
oh
They,
no,
like-
I meant for me.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I'm
like-
saying like
oh.
when they
Oh,
pull
yeah,
that
yeah,
tooth,
yeah.
that like they're
Yeah.
gonna close it. Because I had my
Yeah.
wisdom
Yeah.
teeth pulled out,
Yeah.
and they like it was
Yeah.
fucking gross. Oh my god, did you get yours pulled out?
Yeah.
Not everybody. See, like in Poland, unless it affects you in any way, like if it's close to the nerve or something, they don't pull them out.
Yeah,
Maybe now
I
it's
still have
changed.
mine technically.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah, all
Mm.
4.
I had to get them out because one of them got infected. It was like coming out and it got infected. So they were just like, might as well just pull all 4. And I was just like, all right, is this going to make more room in my jaw? Like for other teeth to come out? Because I was thinking of that one
Yeah.
whenever I decide to pull it and actually get it done.
I wish we were like sharks and like we could just regrow
There's
teeth.
a row of teeth just
That
ready to
actually-
come
Oh,
in.
I didn't say that part. I'm just saying regrow teeth.
Well,
you
they
know?
don't regrow. It's just a row of teeth that move into place. They already
No.
have all their teeth in a row.
Oh, that's right, because they're lined up. Like
Yeah,
there's
they're lined
multiple
up. So
in
if you
one
look at
spot.
a shark's mouth, once this tooth goes on, it just moves into place the next one. Just
And what
There's like
about the
3 or-
other?
the new one's already here. Just
Yeah.
the one gets pulled
So-
out and moves into place.
Yeah, so they get new teeth.
They
No,
don't
but
grow it. It's already grown. They already have the new teeth. It's just waiting in like a conveyor belt.
Yeah, so I mean that's
So
sort
they
of
have like what?
so they have to like continually regrow and pull out new teeth. Huh?
Yeah, because they just lose it all the time on
Yeah.
the things they catch.
Yeah.
So they already have like they already have
They probably have 3
pre-grown
or 4
backup teeth.
Yeah, backup.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
The only reason why I kind of want to wait, but I don't at this point because it's starting to hurt, is it's just because I want to wait for implant. Like implants cost about $3,000, and then unfortunately though, like if you do get a tooth pulled out, you have to not immediately, but within like a short period of time to get that implant,
yeah.
or else you're just gonna get a bridge, which isn't as good as like the implant itself. I mean, so
Is the bridge covered by insurance?
I think it is, but really, insurance is really weak on dental.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, they do not. They're just like, you don't need teeth. What do you need? You can like a fucking muppet, like Jesus fucking Christ,
It's crazy.
Yeah,
That they
it's
don't care
like,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah. But you know what I love though is like you can smile without teeth. And I've seen people without teeth smile, and it's still like if you truly smile, you're,
Yeah.
like just the shine in your, like I've seen in people's life, like it's a beautiful thing. And I think that's one of the things I was reading on the influence people and stuff like that. Influence people, and what is it called?
How to win friends and influence people.
Yeah, how to win friends and influence people. It was
Okay.
like your smile. And it's just
Yeah.
like a genuine smile, obviously. Not like
When you
one.
smile, your eyes smile too. Which is
Well, that's how you're supposed to, but a lot of like when I do photography, a lot of women don't want to do that because of crow's feet. They're like, "Oh, I don't."
you see
But
me,
it's,
I smile
yeah,
all the time. I
Yeah,
don't care.
yeah, but it's so creepy when you do this.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like-
the wide-eyed thing?
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
oh, I don't got no crow's feet here. Like you look like a psychopath. like,
Yeah.
like,
Wait, what's that meme from like of the psychopathic
it's
white girl?
it's from
Lauren, I think her name is.
How I Met Your Mother. They did a really good version of this where they basically had like a guy that smiled exactly like that.
Oh
and
no,
it-
I'm into girl the meme. Remember like
no, well, we're over that.
okay.
So, so basically, like the guy, like they would have him like this, nice smile, and then creepy eyes, and it's just like you could see it just from the difference
Ugh.
in between.
Freaky.
Yeah. So murderer, smile, like so. Yeah. I mean, but a smile says a lot.
Mhm.
It really like invokes like the other person, like to brighten up their day. Also, just remembering their names. I haven't gone through the entire book, but like there are good segments in it,
Yeah.
And my friend always like classified this book as one of the
What is it?
how to influence.
How to win friends and influence people.
Thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
I've heard about that
Yeah.
book.
Dan,
Yeah.
yeah, Daniel Cowdery.
Yeah. And then like I was, but like I read also the opposite of the book. At least what he explained as like the 48 laws of power, is the evil ways of manipulation and stuff like that. I didn't really look at it that way, but I'm also okay with learning evils if I need to.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how Victor takes
I
this.
never heard that book described that way.
Yeah. Like because of they felt, at least to them, they felt like it's a manipulation tactics.
To who?
Yeah, but not every manipulation is a bad
Yeah.
manipulation.
Well, who's describing it that way?
A friend of mine.
Oh, a
Yeah.
friend of yours.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought it
okay.
was
Yeah.
like
I thought you was like
critics and stuff.
either
No.
Dale Carnegie in the book or is the book itself
No,
is
no, no,
described
no,
that
no,
way.
no, no,
Oh,
nothing like that.
yeah.
But like that's what I'm just saying. Like
Oh,
they
okay.
described it as such that they ended up just saying like, "Hey, this is very like the evil side
Well,
of
like
things."
influencing is a form of
Interesting.
manipulation, but it's a good form of
Well,
manipulation.
there's persuasion and then
Yeah.
there's manipulation. You know.
Well, I think it's like how you do it
Yeah.
overall, and
Intention,
like
too.
your
Yeah,
intention.
what's the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
intention behind
I
it?
mean, like, but your intention could be good, and then your execution could be bad, and then your execution could be great, but your intention could be bad too. So
Yeah.
it all just depends on like the person at the end of the day. It was just like, and if you want to forgive people or not.
Yeah. I heard it this way. It's manipulations in your own interests and persuasions more in their interests, in the person's interests.
Yeah, I think we're all filled with good and evil at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think I'm fine with being evil when I need to be. Like I like peace, and I like being in my peace, and I like not hurting
Not
anybody.
hurting, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
But
ready
it-
for war if need be it.
Right.
Like,
if
yeah.
needed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then let's go for it. Like I'd rather not, but if it needs to come to that, then
I've been
defend
feisty
yours.
lately.
Oh, you've been feisty more than lately, okay? So, yeah. You can just look back to this podcast and just take all the segments and have a whole compilation.
Yeah.
Hour filled of Paulina being spicy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what it is? I think I just stopped journaling and doing a lot of self-improvement tasks that I used to do that would keep me in my character and not let any motherfucker get me out of that character. And because I've stopped, I feel like I'm triggered much easier now. So yeah, when I saw you reading the book and now you're talking about journaling, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get back at it, because I actually enjoyed it and it was part of my daily routine. Like there was no day, like my day wouldn't start until I opened that book and read it and do some gratitude journaling. What?
It's a beautiful thing.
It
But
is,
I
it is.
will say,
Like it's funny because like I used to not believe in that stuff. I'm like, oh, what is me saying that I'm grateful for having a roof over my head gonna do, right? Like what is it gonna change? But it does change a
your
lot.
perspective.
Yeah, it does change a lot over time.
But I do hate the fucking people that just praise it over.
Yeah.
Like, girlies, listen, like, because I'm watching like so many, like, yeah, I've been watching so many podcasts and they're great, but I fucking hate them sometimes where they just give like, all my girlies out there, I just want to let you know, like, your chakras over here and, Scorpio, so you can't allow that shit, okay? And I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, how much like, positivity is good, but like, be real and talk to a motherfucker. Like, just don't.
You have to find a good balance between like giving a fuck and not giving a fuck.
But at the same time, there's a character within a podcast. I think I went through it with Theo Von and Joe Rogan. They sort of mentioned it where it's just like, am I being a character or am I being me? And it's like Joe Rogan, I think, put it, it's like, no, you're just being the energy that you are at that moment in time, and you're just giving your thoughts and impression. Like today, luckily, I have the energy, I have the time, so I'm gonna, be myself and fully and I'm happy. I'm at peace right now with myself, and it's a beautiful thing to be here, not allow anything to like
affect you or change your mood.
I mean, the most that affects me is like positioning these chairs.
Yeah,
it's like camera.
We're struggling for a while, guys.
Yeah.
Like, how do we get this to look perfect?
This was like about an hour or two's work. Just like, actually, no, Victor, you came here at 11, so you've been at this for a minute.
Thanks, Vic.
Yeah, because I had to get this cut, yo.
Fresh cut every time. Ayy.
You see it? You see it? Yeah. Like had to. Some of us have to look good, unfortunately. Victor gets there just, bum it for
he's like,
he's in pajamas.
I got the proof.
No, Vic, you look good. You look good.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Should we read some stories?
Oh, you have some?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's have you read some because I've been reading them and I'm sure people are sick of seeing me. So
yeah, I've looked them up yesterday. I was like, let me see what's Am I the Asshole thread is
what
gonna
you can find.
What's it gonna give you today?
So am I the asshole for being heard that my best friend asked to swap husbands?
Whoa. Wait. My friend asked to swap husbands. So she's a girl asking to swap husbands.
Yes, there's two
Okay.
girlfriends
Okay, cool.
swapping husbands.
Got
Well,
it.
not really, but yeah, she asked to do so. So
They were attempting.
yeah, 32 female. I'm married and had my daughter a year ago. I actually went to college with my husband, Joe, and my best friend, Natalie. Joe and I fell out of touch with Natalie for a few years after we graduated, but reconnected with her in our mid-20s when we all moved to the same city. Natalie was dating her now husband, Jacob, when we first moved to the city, and they went out of their way to include us in things and introduce us to their friends. The four of us became incredibly close, and I now consider them two of my best friends. It's been special experiencing our 20s together and now transitioning to being parents and spouses. Yesterday, Natalie, Jacob, and their 2-year-old son came over to our place for dinner. The kids fell asleep pretty early, and so the four of us were able to relax and have some drinks. At one point, Natalie asked if she could speak with me privately. We went upstairs to my room, and she asked if Joe and I ever considered sharing. I asked what she meant, and she said she and Jacob have been talking about opening their relationship sexually. She said that she wants to sleep with my husband, and Jacob wants to sleep with me. Fucking weird. At first, I thought she was joking, but she assured me she was being completely serious. She told me that she loves me and Joe together, but also thinks he's a smoke show and wouldn't mind sleeping with him for fun. To be honest, this completely shocked me. Natalie and Jacob have always been pretty straight-laced, and I never thought they would want to share each other. I told Natalie I wasn't interested, and she said swapping partners is a good way to keep sex interesting and build trust. She also said it could be good for my relationship with Joe. I said that my relationship with Joe is great, but I'm a bit hurt that my best friend wants to sleep with my husband. Natalie said that she would only do it if we were both okay with it, and that I'm being judgmental of her and Jacob's sex life. I told her I'm not being judgmental of what they do, but also I feel weird about the fact that she wants to bring me and my husband into it. Natalie continued to say I was being judgmental and overreacting. She left upset, and when I told my husband about the conversation, he was equally shocked and upset. He said he doesn't want his friend sleeping with his wife and only wants to have sex with me. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I'm honestly hurt that my best friend is thinking about sleeping with my husband. Their sex life is their business, and I don't care if they want to open their relationship, but I'm hurt that they would risk years of friendship for a casual sexual experience. I'm shocked and confused by this, and I'm not sure if my hurt is justified or if I'm overreacting. Am I the asshole?
That's a good story. I like that one. Good job,
Yeah.
Poe. I like that. Yeah. Vic,
Crazy shit.
do you want to open up your relationship? You know? Yeah.
Personally, I don't share.
Yeah.
I think it's fine that she wants to open it up. That's perfectly
no,
okay.
totally.
And there's people that do that.
Yeah.
I don't think she was overreacting, but she definitely, I guess she did overreact a little bit towards it. Like both of them did. It's just like, but the way that the way that she's mentioning it, she kind of pushed it to the point where it's like, you shouldn't ask further. You shouldn't.
Yeah,
you,
if I'm saying
no,
no, then don't
yeah,
try
leave
to
it
should
dead.
cut it there.
Yeah. Like,
But then the other person, she got kind of a defensive. Is like, this is perfectly normal. This is just like.
well, I mean, because I felt
Yeah,
like
but know your best friend too.
Yeah,
like,
but
know your best friend. Like Ashley would never do that
but
because she knows I would never share what's
well,
mine
that's
in a way.
let's use that example right there because you're kind of these people are just like literally saying the same thing. They were straight laced. They didn't ever ask that, and then all out of the blue, boom, they hit them with this, and it's like I think also the fact that they were insulted by the fact that like I'm never insulted if somebody wants to like, oh, like your girl's so hot. I'm like, I know.
Yeah, but we're talking about marriage and like kids and family. Like that's just weird. Like like
Well, the way I understood the story, the person who was insulted was the person asking for the because
she
they were
got upset
denied.
and
The
left.
insulted be denied, and then the person who denied, she was more so
confused and shocked.
her big worry was like, oh, I feel weird that you are sexually interested in my husband.
Yeah.
And that was her whole problem with it in general. She's like, I just feel weird that now I know you are sexually interested in my husband,
right?
And your husband's interested in me. So that's the frame of
that's
reference.
How you
I
break
understood.
friendships.
That's what I understood her problem was with it.
Yeah.
And the other one, I understood the other one because she felt judged by her. granted is or not, but like she felt judged or she felt insulted that like, hey, don't judge our sex life decisions. If we want to sleep with you, we want to sleep with you. And it's like, but
I don't think she was
questionable.
judging their sex
No,
life.
I don't think she was.
No, I think you guys are wrong on that one. She did judge.
No, she
read that again if you have to, but that's judgment. Okay, she did press judgment. She was just like, I would never.
How do you press judgment but how do you express feelings without pressing judgment? Like in that sense.
That's exactly my point.
Because it's like if I don't know how the conversation went,
Neither
because
do
you could
I.
be totally right.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a way to communicate. I don't feel comfortable with this because I don't feel comfortable with you having a desire for my partner.
Yeah.
And
but that's bitch made at that.
She said, okay,
that
so
point.
Natalie said that she'd only do it if we were both okay with it and that I'm being judgmental of her and Jacob's sex life. I told her I'm not being judgmental of what they do, but also I feel weird about the fact that she wants to bring me and my husband into it. So she didn't say that, hey, you're fucking weird for sharing your husband.
Well, we don't know what she said word for word. That's the problem.
Well,
If there is a way
on-
to communicate that, the way she wrote it could be like a good way to explain it and non-judgmental. But
I agree
word for
100%.
word, we don't know if it could have been delivered in a very judgy way. So I understand that.
Even her tone, bro. What I've learned with one of the biggest things that you could do, and it's hard to like master, is your own tone of what you're saying to somebody.
Yeah,
and it's like you could try, like you could say something, but your tone will give away. That's weird. Why do you say it like that? Yeah, like a lot of things of that nature.
I bet it was kind of emotionally charged for the friend asking.
Yeah,
because I would think she understood she putting herself on a limb, like a vulnerability limb to even open up this conversation. Yeah. So the fact that it didn't go her way, it could have probably already been like oh no, this is worst case scenario. I don't want to lose the friendship, but like I wanted to ask this question.
Yeah, but overall, like with this, all this said, one, you should have been more concerned with how they feel. Like in the sense of just like
understanding that you're coming with a vulnerable question, and if they react poorly, it's not necessarily they're judging you, but it's like
and also like if they don't want to do it, then you have to accept that 100%.
Exactly.
But again, going back to the fact your best friend, meaning like if let's say Ashley, I would never think that she would want to share, right? And all of a sudden she wants to share. She's not coming to me. She will never come to me to share her man with me or like vice versa. You know what I mean? Like just I personally just silly example of me being gay, right? Go ahead.
I was just going to say I would challenge you on that in the sense that because you guys are so close friends, and if she has for some reason a change of heart, you'll be probably the most comfortable person she is to speak with. She will
talk to me about it. She'll come and tell me, hey, me and my boyfriend decided to kind of like explore, but she's not gonna ask me. I know that for a fact. She would never ask me. Nope. I
never say never.
I'm
this is
telling
my
you, she
attitude
wouldn't.
to life.
Because same would go like me speaking of like me being gay. Like she got approached a couple times like, oh, like your best friend's Paulina, but Paulina likes girls. Like, has she ever hit on you? I'm like, no, because that's my best friend, and I would never, even if I was attracted to her in any way, like I just wouldn't, because I wouldn't want to lose the friendship that I have with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my personal opinion.
No, I hear you, and I do question what was said overall in this situation. Yeah. Like I really would love to hear the tones of everything.
I feel like it's one of those.
It's
one of those difficult ones where it's like I don't think there's anyone necessarily in the wrong here. It's just it's a tricky situation.
But I hear 100% of what you're saying now that door has been opened, and now that you've said that you want them as sexual partners. Yeah. There is a little bit of this is weird, but it's solved by communication and understanding.
And just understanding.
But
everyone now has to be on the same page.
But like I find it so strange that people will be like, "Oh, my best friend likes what I like." Really? Like I just find it odd that anybody, like for me, and like I don't know about you guys, but I know my homies, my bros. Like I send them a photo of a girl, just a thirst trap. Yeah. Like we instinctively, I can't speak for females in the sense of that, but like most of the time, like you see a guy that's, in I guess your female circle, and then one of you finds attractive, most of y'all find attractive too. Like I would
Yeah,
say
but
that.
like, don't just. It's
I-
one thing to find someone attractive. Like I told Ashley, I was like, "Oh, your man is so handsome. Like I'm
Yeah.
so happy for you." But I would never just try to fuck him or like make it known. Like
Or
what?
say that to Ashley. Hey, Ashley,
Like
I would
you
like
be
to sleep
open?
with him.
What? That'll be the end of my friendship.
That's a little extreme.
No,
to
I'm
me.
telling you this.
No, that's
Yes, it
that's
would.
extreme.
Because it's like,
Like if somebody came up to me and was like, "Oh, I want to," well, no, sorry, and that's it.
No.
That's over. I mean, I'm not gonna decline like a friendship just because of like, oh, they want to. So do random strangers want to fuck my girl. At least now I know. Like,
Yeah,
okay, but like I told
I
them
guess
like,
guys have a
yeah.
different mentality to it.
Yeah.
I don't think women have that. Like,
I mean, it comes down to a trust factor then,
It's very
because it's like
girl code.
because it's like you wouldn't even want that person to make an attempt on the outside.
Yeah.
You know.
well, that to me is my trust in my partner. That's how I have my trust in my partner. Just
Well,
like,
also, I would say it's also about your trust in your friend.
Right.
Because if your friend, like, and this is, I guess, gets very situational.
yes,
You know,
true.
it's like at this point, it's like, okay, if your friend has a history of cheating or sleeping with other people, you know, then it's like, oh, and now you have your eyes on mine, and
Yeah.
you know he succeeded with others in the past. Now it's like, I don't even want you making attempts
Right.
at this point because
oh shit,
you know, just
Vic-
because even
Vic
though
is
I
protective like
because
that.
even
Good
though I
boy.
know my girl
boy.
will
Yeah.
you know deny
no,
it.
no.
It's like I'm not even gonna put her in the situation where she has
Right.
to deny it
Right.
because that's
No,
not
that's
fair
a
to
that's
her.
a smart play. That's a
Yeah.
smart. I'll say it like that. But I would find it, I guess, in the friendship. At
But
least,
it's like depends on the person.
exactly,
that gets very situational. How much
'cause
do you
I-
trust your friend in
exactly
that aspect?
like because I've seen people just like, nah, bro, and then they just understand. But
I understand
yeah.
where the questions start to happen, though.
Yeah,
it makes you question.
But I
things.
always try to just, if that situation does occur, then I understand, like, who do I trust less, the woman or the man in that scenario? I would probably say the woman because
Mhm.
you're at fault for like, yeah, I would expect you as my girl, like
Mhm.
you're not. You should be smart enough. Like I'm gonna say no to another woman.
Right.
You should be smart enough to say no.
Oh yeah.
If anything does transpire, it's automatically like both their faults. And,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But I would throw less blame on them on a stranger or the person.
Yeah.
That's just to me. But because I wouldn't want to fight somebody at that point. It's not
No.
worth
At
it
that
to me.
point, it's both. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I
Yeah.
agree with. When
Yeah.
it comes
Yeah.
to cheating,
Yeah.
what's done is done.
All right, one more story.
Well, what about Vic? Do you have any stories?
Nothing.
Okay.
Disappointment. Okay, go ahead.
Am I the asshole for ghosting a trans person because of sexual incompatibility?
Okay, let's hear it. I'm curious.
So I, 30 years old male, matched with this person, 31 years old, on Bumble. We started chatting, and a few days in, they let me know they're trans. I figured why not be open-minded, so I went with it, and we agreed to meet up. The date went way better than expected. We had a ton in common. They're both nerdy and sporty like me, which is usually a hard combo to find.
Really?
Like,
You'll say. Go ahead.
like we would go from talking manga to getting hyped about sports. It was honestly pretty refreshing.
Mhm.
After a few more dates, they invited me over and then things got physical. But when it came down to it, I realized I just wasn't comfortable going further. The reality of the situation hit me when I saw they had a penis.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we would be
That
working
would
with
be-
options that just aren't for me. Penis and anus instead of a vagina. He like specified. That's so funny.
Yeah.
It was a compatibility issue that I just couldn't get past. In the moment, I panicked and just left. They've been texting me a lot since then, trying to reach out, but I haven't responded. I feel really bad about the whole situation. Honestly, super conflicted. I keep thinking maybe I should explain, but I also worry that my reasons would come across as offensive or even transphobic. I never intended to hurt them, and I don't know if my discomfort is justified or if I'm just running from it. Am I the asshole for handling it this way?
You're not an asshole. You're a pussy.
Yeah, I do believe that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
lack of communication, the ghosting thing is
Yeah.
just so immature. I mean,
Yeah,
we
the
talked
problem
about
isn't
this-
that he has an issue with the compatibility. The
Yeah.
problem is that he's
how-
not communicating. He's
Yeah.
ghosting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like again, like you like what you like. I mean, I would have a problem with a penis too. That's just me.
I would love to see that, yo. I would love to see D's face in that situation.
Oh, you got a penis? Well, let's do this real quick and get out of here. It's just like, you don't tell nobody. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's, you know, that, like, what do you want out of this relationship? Like, I mean, like, it's cool that you found somebody you can hang out with. And like, you know, I feel like there's a lot of issues with loneliness nowadays. And I understand that, like, you know, you want somebody there with you, but you can't force situations. You can't force, you know, like, oh, I love you kind of thing like that. No, I mean, obviously you work on it, but yeah.
But also just being straight up from the beginning, like, hey, this is the first time I am going on a date with someone who's transgender. You know, I'm not promising anything. Like, this is so out of my comfort zone, and I'm down to see where this is going. I'm clearly opening up, but you know, but then also just the ghosting part again, it's just messed up. I think it's so rude of people to do that. And even if you don't know how to respond, just think about it and respond. Like, don't leave people hanging, because that's like mental fuckery.
It's like it's okay to like. Well, it's understandable to freak out, and then like, give yourself a day to like, okay. But then it's like, if you don't know what to say, just, you know, talk and just like, and just be upfront. It's like, hey, try, you know, I really want to continue at least speaking with you, you know, this and that, whatever capacity that's going to look like. But if that's a no-go, then you got to decide from there. But yeah, the ghosting thing doesn't resolve anything, and the more time you wait, the worse it gets.
Yeah, it's unfair for other people. But I would also, you know, it's the current age right now where ghosting is 100% the norm. I guess. That's like for how people deal with.
That means they don't deal with shit. Yeah, ghosting is not dealing with anything. It's just running away. It's such pussy mentality. Gets me so mad.
Yeah, I
it's like, if you don't know how to answer, don't answer it in the moment. Just think about it.
Well, I'll say it like this, like, as far as the other end, because I've been ghosted and I've ghosted before. Okay. You know, so it's understandable that it's happened to me. I've never ghosted anybody. Really? You're weird.
I mean, I ghosted them after explaining my point, but like, I just know how it feels to get ghosted and be hanging and be overthinking, and it's not healthy at all.
No, it isn't. But that's where you build mental strength. Where you, at the end of the day, no answer is an answer.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
And you have to understand that yourself and trust yourself enough. If they're not willing to communicate with me, then it's not worth it. Yeah. And that's where you actually.
No, I've accepted things, you know, but it doesn't. It doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt, or you know.
Of course not.
You know, you're not in your head a little bit about it.
It's definitely a kick to the heart.
Yeah, you know, it's like, let's just, like, even any answer is better than, I feel like, no answer.
I don't know about that.
No, like, meaning like, hey, like, I don't really know what to say to this. Like, can you give me?
That's a better answer than, I've heard some really bad answers.
Oh, no, you know, I'm just saying, like, if I don't know what to say, and this is the reason why I'm not responding, just fucking say it. Hey, I don't really know what to say about this. Can you just give me some time to, like.
But that's such a good response.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally like a 10 for, that, you don't know? And you're explaining that? 10 for 10. Well, good job. I mean. Good job. But like, you know, I've just heard the worst kind of fucking, you know, just answers of just like, oh, I'm busy, or I'm like this and that. And then like, you're just like
leading you on. Yeah, fuck that.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, there's way worse answers than just explaining the fact of your actual emotions, even if it means I don't know how I feel, because that's an actual way to communicate with somebody and make them understand. It's just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the process is to this situation. But as far as this guy, I understand, like, he likes this person, but he doesn't know how to deal with it. As far as, like, you know, losing a friend, like, everybody always think, oh, I can do that. It's simple, ripping the Band-Aid off. But when you're put in that situation and it's like emotional weight, fuck, like that's it really is, like, when you're mentally blocked at that point, it's just like, oh fuck, how do I say this? Or you don't want to hurt somebody, especially if you care for that person. Right. It sucks. And it's like, but through hard conversations are like the best situations to growth. Not just for yourself, but for the relationship as well.
Right.
Yeah. So, you gotta go though. So
I gotta go.
So I don't know what she's doing, but yeah.
I'm working.
Oh,
where? I'm going to work.
Okay, don't tell him that. I'm gonna have to bleep that out. Creepos are coming after you.
Creepos are coming. Yeah, I'm working, so I gotta go. But we're gonna be back in 2 days.
Is that no?
No.
I don't
No.
think that's how we should end it.
No, we're not ending it yet.
Oh, okay,
Well,
good.
I'm waiting
Yeah.
for the ending.
Because you just gave the
I was like,
yeah.
Coming back in 2 days.
So
No, we're posting that. Oh, we're not talking about this because it's gonna be posted already. Never mind.
yeah. Oh well, yeah. The Halloween special posted or gonna be posted tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Now, today, Monday, whatever. Today, tomorrow, Tuesday. So yeah, you'll see
Last
it. You'll
week.
see it. Yeah. Anyways, guys, make sure to follow us
Subscribe.
at PND. Yeah, you're helping us a lot. So thank you.
Thank you.
It's been
seriously.
growing like crazy, and
Yeah.
it's we're loving to seeing it. Like hopefully soon we'll be on a yachting, not the actual sex trafficking.
Yeah, I was
thing.
just gonna say, let's not.
Yeah. Now that's new now. So yeah. But
No, our parties would be lit.
oh my god, yeah. I don't know how I feel about just seeing sea all around me. I'll be honest.
And
I
the
was staying by the
land.
coast.
Yeah. I need to see the land there.
That's
okay.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
We can arrange that. So yeah.
But I'll try to go on the cruise one time.
When we
That's
get rich off of this, you guys, we're gonna throw a banger party for all the beginners that have been there for us since the beginning. So
yeah. A
Let's
nice
do it.
barbecue. There you go.
yeah.
Is it barbecue now? Is it, okay,
Sure.
we'll do that. Sure.
I
Yeah.
love a
You're
good
invited.
barbecue.
Yeah.
But we'll see you guys next week. Stay tuned. Bye.
Peace.